Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever looked at a school's report card and just wondered, what's the real story here? Because it's so much more than just a list of numbers and percentages. It's a narrative. And today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to decode the 2024-25 performance report for BVM Global to really see what's happening behind the results. So, let's dive in.
Right? It's a question that's totally worth asking. What are these numbers actually trying to say about a school's culture, its priorities, and, the real impact it has on its students? Well, we're about to peel back those layers and find out.
Okay, so starting with the big picture, and I gotta tell you, right from the get-go, one thing is just crystal clear. BVM Global isn't just doing well, they are seriously, significantly outperforming their peers. But to really get a handle on just how big their lead is, we first need to quickly get on the same page about the main metric we're looking at.
And that key metric is the overall average. It's a simple idea, but it's an incredibly powerful number. You just take the average score from every single subject and every single student. This one number gives us a super clean, super clear benchmark to see exactly how the school is stacking up.
And this is where the story gets really, really interesting. Check this out. BVM Global's Class X students are averaging over 86%. Now that's impressive all on its own, but when you put it next to the state average, they're nearly 10 points ahead. And against the national average, a massive 18-point lead. That's not just a gap, my friends, that's a chasm. And this isn't some kind of one-off fluke. We move up to Class 12 and the trend just continues. With an average over 83%, BVM Global is still holding that commanding lead over both the state and national benchmarks. The really crucial thing here is the consistency. This is a sustained pattern of excellence.
So we know the school as a whole is absolutely excelling, but is that success being shared equally by everyone? Let's zoom in a bit and break things down by gender to see if that rising tide is lifting all the boats.
At first glance, this kind of follows the national trend. The girls at BVM Global are scoring a little higher than the boys. But here's the kicker, the really wild part. The boys at the school, with their 85% average, aren't just beating the national average for boys, they're also outperforming the national average for girls by a full 15 points. That is just a remarkable achievement. By the time we get to Class 12, that small gender gap at the school has pretty much vanished. Boys and girls are performing at virtually the same high level, both hovering right around 83%. This really suggests they've created an environment where all students, no matter their gender, are empowered to hit their full potential.
All right, so we've got high performance across the board, and it's consistent across genders. But what's actually fueling all this success? Let's go a little deeper, inside the classroom, to see the specific subjects where these students are really, truly shining. In Class X, BVM Global's strength in the core subjects is just undeniable. I mean, they are nearly 28 points ahead of the national average in math, and almost 24 points ahead in science. These are not small wins. These are absolute knockouts in the subjects that really form the foundation of a student's education. And in Class 12, this excellence just keeps on going, especially when you look at humanities and commerce. They're pulling in averages over 92% in political science and a staggering 93.5% in entrepreneurship. We're talking about students performing at a level that's 20, even 30 points higher than their peers nationwide. And this high achievement isn't just in one area either. You hop over to the STEM fields, and you see the exact same pattern of success. Over 92% in computer science, over 90% in applied math, and a really strong 84% in biology. What's crucial here is the breadth of this excellence. It suggests the school is developing really well-rounded students who are great at both critical analysis and scientific reasoning. And the single highest subject average of them all? A stunning 94% in informatics practice. 94. For an entire class of students to average that high is just a powerful testament to the incredible quality of teaching going on at this school. Now, with this kind of academic rigor across so many subjects, you might think these students have absolutely no time for anything else. But that's where the data tells another really surprising story, one that gives us a glimpse into the school's whole philosophy. Just look at this. BVM Global has 152 students involved in sports. That's more than double the state average and over 3 times the national average. This points to an educational philosophy that really values the whole student, recognizing that physical activity and teamwork aren't distractions from academics, but are actually a complement to them. And this participation isn't just piled into 1 or 2 sports.
From the basketball court to the taekwondo dojang to the shooting range, BVM Global has way higher numbers of students involved across the board. It really shows a deep commitment to providing a wide range of athletic opportunities for everyone.
So, what's the final verdict from this report card? Well, it tells a story of comprehensive excellence. It's about consistent outperformance in academics, a remarkable gender balance in achievement, and a super vibrant culture of participation that goes way beyond the classroom walls. But of course, data can only tell us so much. It clearly shows us the what, but it can't always show us the how. And that leaves us with one really tantalizing question. What's the secret ingredient at BVM Global? What's the combination of teaching, culture, and strategy that's producing these extraordinary results? Because that is the real story, and it's the one that truly matters.